Hello, everyone, and welcome back here to Mandy Greenmont Field here in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee, as we get ready for the first game here on the day before 4th of July here of this Scenic City Collegiate League season, as we get ready now to get in on day 16 of this SCCL season. It'll be the Smokies taking on the Choos here today. Choos will lead us off here as the road squad. Smokies in the home team. Pearl Davis will start on the mound here today once again for this Smokies squad. So we'll go ahead now and let these teams make their way forward. It'll be Cassidy Ross leading us off here today for the Choos, wearing number 6 tonight, second baseman. Ella Fox will hit second. She will wear number 1 at shortstop. Macy Strickland in the 3-hole will play third, wearing number 12, her Smoky Mountain Rain uniform. It'll be Ariana Clark, the DP today, hitting fourth, wearing number 14. Christian Fowler at the 5 spot will be in center field, wearing number 2. Anna Frazier will be today's left fielder. She will wear in her Rain uniform, I believe, number 4 as well. It'll be Taylor Hancock behind the plate, wearing number 4, hitting 7th. Riley Demers at first base will hit 8th, wearing 16. Robbie Van in the 9th spot will be on the mound to start. She will wear number 12 as we try and figure out what was going on there. I think it was just we didn't really have a conversation between the coaches and the home plate umpire beforehand, but it's okay. They seem to have been all right. So the first pitch from Pearl Davis is hit right back up the middle. Base knock, first pitch, first hit, first base runner on. Ross starts us off. Takes the high fastball and puts it right back up the middle to put a runner on and nobody out. So the utility player, the ultimate utility player, catcher, pitcher, outfield, infield, putter, wherever you like, and now good speed on the base paths as the Choos come up. And it'll bring Ella Fox up to the plate for the first time today, the UNC product. She'll hit the first one and chops it to the shortstop side. Burke's got it. The second one, not going to be a play as Horner drops it at second. And now runners at first and second with nobody out. As the second baseman and Horner just kind of dropped the ball. So what could have been at least one on a fielder's choice turns into nothing, and now nobody out for Macy Strickland. First pitch to her is fouled off for 0-1. So the Liberty product comes to the plate with nobody out and runners in scoring position. As Strickland enters into this contest. .281 average for her in her 16th game played, or will be her 16th game, as that one stays high once more. On the count, or excuse me, 1-1 now the count for Strickland. Runners at second and first. Next pitch driven right center field. Underneath it will be Shelby Allen in right center. Ross will take a stride, will not advance, and now one away here in the top of the first inning. And I'm hoping our stream is still running here. We still have everything. It looks to be running okay. I apologize if that's not the case. Not sure if anything's going on right now with this, possibly, if it's having some issues at all. But right now, one out and runners at second and first, and it brings up Clark for the first time today. First pitch down and in for a strike, 0-1. So Clark, tonight's DP, comes up to the plate for the first time. 364 entering in. Takes a big hack in the next one, 0-2. Fowler will hit next if given the chance. Ross at second. Fox at first. Clark comes up, a 364 average for her, 11 RBI. Sees the next one and skies it right-hand side. Henson, tonight's first baseman for the Smokies, will make out number 2. So after the first two batters are able to reach, Strickland and Clark both fly out, one to center and one to first, and now it brings up Fowler, tonight's center fielder. Now Christian Fowler, a 229 average, will foul off the first pitch that she sees for 0-1. Frazier would hit next if given the chance. Fowler in her 16th game played now this season, 9 RBIs, a 255 on base, a 588 OPS. She does have 3 doubles and a triple to her name. Now drives this one out towards deep center field. Allen's going to go all the way to the track. It'll go off the far wall and gone. First homer of the year for Fowler, and a 3-run shot gives the Choo-Choos the lead. Fifth extra base hit of the season for Fowler, her first home run of the year. And the Choo-Choos take a 3-0 lead, and that is number 10, 11, and 12 in terms of RBIs for Fowler. And now it brings up Anna Frazier with 2 outs and nobody on. So from 2 runners on and nobody out to 2 outs and still 2 runners on. Fowler puts the first pitch or the second pitch that she sees over that center field wall for the first time this season. First pitch to Frazier is called a strike, 0-1. So Fowler takes it yaya to center for the first time this year. Now it brings up Frazier for the first time today. And there's a 297 average on the season. Fouls this one off for 0-2. Tonight's left fielder has been a corner infielder mostly with the Smoky Mountain Rain stepping in for this Choo-Choo squad today. 6 RBIs for her, a 395 on-base percentage, just a little over an 850 OPS. The 0-2, down and away, 1-2. As Davis gives up her first home run in what feels like an eternity for her. Fowler gets her first of the season, a 3-run shot to center. 1-2 outside, 2-2 now the count. Hancock would hit next if given the chance. Frazier with 3 doubles and a home run this season. 2-2. Swung on, drives it. Deep center field. Allen to the wall. She's there, won't make the grab. Another home run. Back to back for the Choo-Choos. Back-to-back home runs for the Choo-Choos. Second of the year for Anna Frazier. A solo shot to center, and poor Shelby Allen has to climb the fence to go get her glove. She was back all the way to the wall, could not reach up and grab it. And Davis is giving up back-to-back homers. Pearl Davis, who entered into this ball game the most inning pitched at anybody this season, 47 innings pitched, a 2.68 ERA. She had been very reliable for the Smokies squad, and she still has been. A 145 whip, 26 strikeouts. Not even a day ago, went a full 7 innings and only gave up 8 hits, 1 run, none earned. But now has given up 4 earned runs already in this contest. 3 hits and an error have brought around 4 runs for the Choo-Choos, and now it brings up Taylor Hancock, tonight's catcher. She'll drive this one now out to shallow center field. Shelby Allen's going to get underneath this one, and that will be out number 3. 4 hits. No, it would be 3 hits. 4-run score, an error recorded. Nobody gets left on base. We go to the bottom half of the first as the Choo-Choos explode for 4 here in the top half of the inning from Mandy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. We'll be right back after this quick break for the bottom of the first inning. Bottom of the first inning, 4-0. Now your score. The Choo-Choos have found themselves ahead by 4. Back-to-back homers, a 3-run shot, and a solo to center field have given the Choo-Choos an early lead. Robbie Van will start us off on the mound here today. Enters into this contest now for the Choo-Choos after coming in yesterday's game. Now enters in with 29 innings pitched, a 4.06 ERA, 10 strikeouts, and a 181 WHIP. Has been one of the more reliable pitchers so far this season, full-time for this Choos squad. As we'll go ahead and take a look at this Smoky Mountain, or the Smokies lineup here. Shelby Allen will start us off in center field wearing number 4. It'll be Tatum McCool hitting second in the ninth, or at the 9 position. She'll be in right field wearing number 10. Cam Munson in left will be wearing number 11 in the 3 spot. All 3 outfielders will hit 1, 2, and 3. Abby Bunt will be behind the plate wearing number 9. She will hit 4th. Burke will hit 5th as the number 6. Today will play at shortstop. Peters, the newest commit to Jacksonville State, will be at 3rd base today wearing number 13. Maria Horner will be at 2nd base, is hitting 7th for the number 7 player. Pearl Davis will hit 8th. Tonight's pitcher wearing 16. Lindsey Henson, wearing number 15, will step in for the Smoky squad at first. She will hit in the 9th spot. So Shelby Allen leads us off here today, the center fielder from Southern Miss, headed off to Austin Peay next year. She'll face off against Robbie Van for the first time, as the first pitch will stay out and away for ball 1. So once again, for Robbie Van, 29 innings pitched, a 4.06 ERA, 10 strikeouts. She's not been really one to get the Ks, but a 181 whip. She has found ways to induce soft contact. Does so here as this one's fouled off for 1-1. Pitched in yesterday's matchup in relief of Ross. Got 2 innings under her belt, 1 strikeout, no walks, gave up 5 hits, 6 runs, but only 2 of those earned during that contest. Unfortunately, took the loss in that matchup yesterday. Now the 1-1 to Allen. On the other half for a strike, 1-2. Shelby Allen steps to the plate for the Smoky squad. 6th this season in batting average, a .438 average for her. 21 hits. Sits her just behind Brandon Warren, tied with Reagan Wall for 2nd this season. Takes down the next one and fouls it off. Still 1-2. And Allen, McColl, and Munson will lead us off here 1, 2, and 3. It'll be the center fielder, the right fielder, and the left fielder, all leading us off here for the Smokies squad. But for Allen, 53 plate appearances for her on the year. Has the most out of just about anybody behind Tatum McColl with 54. Next pitch, just outside, called a strike, 1 away. Robbie Van records out number 1 via the strikeout. Strikeout number 11 on the season for her, and now 1 out here in the bottom of the 1st inning. And it brings up Tatum McCool, the right fielder. First pitch to her on the outer half, called a strike. 0-1, Hancock setting up outside. She's reading the zone quickly here. McCool sits just outside the top 10 in terms of average. A .386 for her, sits her 11th this season. 15 RBIs. Next one sits too far outside, 1-1. McCool, the Florida native, stepping up once again. 15 RBIs, sits her 3rd this season, just behind Henson and Abby Bunt. Next pitch, drives it out towards center field. Trying to be there is Fowler. She'll get right underneath it for out number 2. Seven pitches, 2 outs now for Robbie Van, and it brings up the dangerous Cam Munson with 2 outs and nobody on as the left fielder steps to the plate. .326 average for her this season, 11 RBIs on a .392 on base. She'll take a high fastball and cut right through it for 0-1. Munson a .979 OPS, 4 homers. Our only extra base hits this season. 0-1 drives it to the right-hand side in shallow right field. Going into foul ground. Trying to be there's the second baseman. Ross bobbles it. Caught it. 3 away. And that will end the inning. Just a little heart attack at the end of the bottom of the 1st inning. We go to the top half of the 2nd. 4-0. Still your score. The Bandits, or excuse me, the Choo-Choos lead over the Smokies. 1-2-3 inning for the Choo-Choos in the bottom half of the inning. No hits, no errors, 1 strikeout, no walks. No one gets left on base. We go to the top half of the frame. Here from Andy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. Choo-Choos will come back up to hit here in just a moment. Top of the second inning, 4-0. Your score. The Choos find 4 in the top of the first inning, and they get a 1-2-3 bottom half of the frame. Pearl Davis will try and see if she could settle in here on the mound, as they've made a couple of adjustments out there as well between her and Robbie Van. But now Riley Demers steps up for the first time today with a 4-0 lead in her favor. She'll take the first pitch outside for ball 1 to tonight's first baseman. Demers, who has played the corner infield spots all season long, comes up once again. A 225 average for her. See the next one inside for a strike, 1-1. So for Demers, 225 average, 10 RBIs, a 354 on base percentage. The 1-1 pops this one up towards the plate. Bunt will get underneath it now and let it drop for 1-2. I don't know if she thought Henson was coming in a little too quickly, wanted to avoid a collision, or what happened there, but Abby Bunt just lets it drop right in front of her. And now 1-2 the count against Demers, who has 2 doubles and 2 home runs this season. A 779 OPS. Has more RBIs than hits. She's got 10 RBIs as she'll foul this one off. Still 1-2. Walk to her name. Tonight's first baseman hitting in the 8th spot. Primarily has been hitting down the middle of the order, 5 through 7. The 1-2 fouls it off once more, still 1-2. Nine hits on the year now for Demers. Has found a way to get on base quite efficiently. When she makes contact, that ball flies. The 1-2 will foul it off once again. It'll be 8, 9, and 1 coming up next. Robbie Van will hit after Demers, and then back to the top of the order where Ross was able to single on the very first pitch of the ball game. One-two to Demers. Swung on, drives it deep down the left field side. Munson's going to be there on the foul line for out number 1. Another deep fly ball by the Choos. Demers puts it about 10 feet short of the wall. And now it brings up Robbie Van with 1 away. So tonight's starter, Robbie Van, a 333 average for her. In her 31 plate appearances, hits it hard, shortstop side. Burke's got it, throws to first in time, out number 2. And now it brings up Ross for the second time today already. 1 for 1 on the day, the ultimate utility player. Now hitting 226 entering into the day. That'll be a little tallied up. Hires now lined out to short. Burke's got it, out number 3. And that will end the inning. So after a 6-pitch outing against Demers, it's 2 pitches to get out Van and Ross, and we go to the bottom half of the second. No hits, no errors, no walks, no one gets left on base. No one able to come around and score. Choos still lead 4-0. When we come back, the Smokies will come back up to hit. Robbie Van will go another inning of work. Here from Mandy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. We'll be right back for this quick break. Bottom of the second inning, 4-0. Your score. The Choos still lead over the Smokies here after 1.5. We go to the 4, 5, and 6 hitters now for the Smokies squad. Abby Bunt, Burke, and Peters will come up to the plate as the leading RBI bringer steps up from the University of Tennessee, Chattanooga, just 12 minutes down the road from here. Face off against Robbie Van. She'll now send this one deep out towards left field. Trying to be there is going to be the likes of Van. It'll go off the far wall. Still in play. The ball comes in quickly at second base. Abby Bunt almost missed first, and a leadoff double for the catcher on the first pitch of the inning. That was a weird moment there. Ball went all the way to the wall. As the left fielder, Frazier, thought it was going to go over her head and out. Instead, it bounces off the wall. Bunt almost missed first and had to tag up and make her way into second quickly. Now Burke steps up for the first time today. Laces the first pitch she sees foul for 0-1. So leadoff double for Abby Bunt. And now it steps up for Burke here with nobody out and a .295 average for her. Still .367 on-base percentage. The 0-1 hits it softly. Second base side, gets through into right field for a base knock. Bunt's going to hold up at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out. And now the newest addition to Jacksonville State comes up to the plate. The University of Illinois product. Janie Peters comes up for the first time today. Tonight's third baseman hitting .349. .349 on base. .300 on the dot, or batting average. 5 RBIs for her, looking for number 6 possibly. She fouls off the first pitch for strike one. The Trussville, Alabama native headed off to Jacksonville State next year. Officially confirmed that as of yesterday. As the rising sophomore steps up, the 0-1. Fouls it off once more, 0-2. Abby Bunt at third, Burke at first, a double and a single, puts runners on. A pickle now for Robbie Van, still 4-0 your score. The Choos lead over the Smokies. 0-2, swung on it, drives it down the left field line, foul. Would have been extra bases for Peters if she could have straightened that one out about 7 feet to that left field line. Horner will hit next, given the chance. Given nobody out and runners at the corners, a good chance she will hit, barring an insane triple play. But for Peters now coming up, the 0-2 stays high, 1-2. Van tries to hit that upper half once again, cannot nail it. One, two, stays high once more, 2-2. As Peters steps in. .349 average, a .699 OPS, 2 doubles for her this season, her lone extra basers on 12 hits. Next one just outside, full count. So from 0-2 now to full count, nobody out and runners at the corners if you're Robbie Van trying to settle in here. After going 1-2-3 cleanly in the top half of that first inning, now sets up. The next pitch is fouled off. Now up to 7 pitches on the at-bat. Took 3 pitches for a double and a single to be recorded. And now Peters trying to see if she can either drive in a run or get herself on to load him up for Horner. 3-2. Drives it, third base line, just foul. That one even closer, about 4 feet to the left. She steps up once more here for this Smokies squad. Fouls off another one. 9 pitch at bat now for the former University of Illinois product, headed off to Jacksonville State next year. As the soon-to-be Gamecock steps up to the plate with runners at the corners and nobody out. The 3-2 fouls it off again. Robbie Van is probably sick of seeing her at the plate right now. 10 pitches in the at-bat. Abby Bunt at third, Burke at first, a double and a single for the two of them have put them at the corners. Still nobody out here in the bottom of the second inning. A 4-0 lead for the Choos. Peters trying to see if she can break the scoreless streak. Next pitch, skies it, right-hand side and foul ground. All the way out of play, it will go. Another foul ball. Horner will still hit next. Pitch number 12 on the way. Hits it left center field. That's extra bases for Peters. 1 run will score. Burke will turn for 3. She'll make it in standing and get held up there. A double and a run scores for the Smokies. 4-1 now your score. 12 pitch at bat results in a double. Brings Burke all the way around to third. And the Smokies get on the board with 3 straight hits. And now it brings up Horner. Check swing, fouls it off, 0-1. As Horner, tonight's second baseman, comes up to the plate for the first time today. 297 average for her. First time she's dipped below 300 now. 11 RBIs on the season, a 409 on base. Foul tip on the next pitch, 0-2. Horner, a 1058 OPS, thanks to the 4 home runs she has, a still lone double, but 5 extra base hits for her. 0-2. Off speed outside, 1-2. Pearl Davis will hit next, given the chance. Still nobody out, and runners at second and third. 4-1 now your score. The Smokies able to bring in a run off the double from Peters. 1-2 stays high, 2-2. Horner with 11 RBIs and 11 hits on the year. 2-2. Swings and drives at right-hand side. It'll land foul once more. Robbie Van just trying to keep this Choos lead. Picked up a clean 1-2-3 inning. Nobody on to reach in that bottom half of the first. Has now given up 3 straight hits. A double, a single, and another double. Horner trying to continue the train of hits for this Smoky squad. The next pitch, hits it left field. Trying to be there is Frazier. She'll make the grab. Burke will take a stride but not advance. 1 away. First out of the inning recorded, a line out to left, and now it brings up the pitcher, Pearl Davis. Davis enters in a 205 average for her. 3 RBIs, a 238 on base, 520 OPS. Her lone extra base hit, a solo shot to left off of her Chattanooga State teammate, Olivia Laney. She'll see the first pitch outside for ball 1. Henson will hit next, the dangerous first baseman, the league leader in home runs with 5. 1-0 is hit foul to the left-hand side, 1-1. Davis, who has swung the bat fairly well for the Smokies, has not always been fortunate to find hits. 238 on base, a 520 OPS. When she swings, that ball flies. Next pitch outside for a strike, 1-2. Robbie Van now just trying to settle in after giving up 3 straight hits. 2 extra basers, brings around a run. The Smokies now down 4-1 to the Choos. 1-2, swung on and missed. Strike 3, 2 away. Second strikeout of the morning now for Robbie Van. And it brings up Henson. Second and third, 2 away. And the dangerous Lindsey Henson steps up. First pitch is outside for a ball, 1-0. Henson stepping in for the Smokies squad today. Laura Paget still dealing with leg injury, but mostly used as a pinch hitter. But for Henson now, 7th this year in average. She'll foul off the next pitch for 1-1 as she takes a tumble in the batter's box. She slowly makes her way up. I'm not sure if that was her leg possibly that buckled underneath her. She seems to be okay, hopefully. She limps slowly here. It looks to be that right side. She looks to be okay. Gives the nod to her third base coach saying she's all good. Is that left leg that looks to be that was the issue, but 415 average for Henson, 7th this year in batting average. tied, or now second in RBIs with 16. A 457 on base, a 1261 OPS, 5 homers and a double. Most home runs this season. 1-1 stays down and in, 2-1. Henson primarily has been with the Bandits this year. First game outside of a Bandits uniform. She steps in today for the Smokies where they need her. As Warren and Lund not with the team today. The next pitch, outside, 3-1. No Crossman as well today, so Pearl Davis might get a boatload of work on the mound once more. She had a 7-inning outing yesterday. She might get another one. 3-1 to Henson. Skies it deep down the left field line. Foul. That one ends up on the hillside. Just pulled it a little too far. You put that one straight. That thing's out the yard again. Now 3-2, runners at second and third, 2 away for Henson. Robbie Van trying to get out of it. Next pitch, hit off the end of the bat. Full count still as it's fouled off. Seven pitch at bat once more. Last time we got high into the pitch count. Peters doubled it to left center. Henson trying to do the same. Van trying to get out the inning. 3-2. Fouls it off once more. The Georgia Military College product on the mound. The JUCO player comes in once more on the mound. Just trying to get out of this inning with only 1 run attached. Pitch number 9. Hits it softly. Third base side. Gets into left field for a base knock. They'll hold the runner at third. An RBI single for Henson. And now 4-2 your score. As the Smokies able to tack on another with 2 away. And now Henson is tied with Abby Bunt with RBIs this season. Peters is able to get advanced to third. Burke comes in to score, and now it brings up Shelby Allen, who went down on strikes looking her first time up in that bottom of the first inning. The first pitch outside for a strike, 0-1. Allen, again, headed off to Austin Peay next year. We'll see if Henson is well down at first base, takes off here possibly with 2 away and runners at the corners. 0-1. Hits it softly, second base side. Ross has got to be quick with it, picks it up and boots it away into right field. Henson's going to break for third. She'll make it in standing. Another run scores, and the Smokies only down by 1. So will be labeled as a single for Allen, her first hit of the outing. As Henson able to advance to third after Ross trying to move quickly, boots it into right. And now runners at the corners for Tatum McCool. First pitch to her is outside, ball 1. McCool flew out to center field her last time up. An opportunity here to possibly bring herself to second place in RBIs. Sits just outside, 15 on the year. Next pitch outside, 2-0. Allen now at first, Henson at third. 4-3 now your score. The Smokies just down by a run to the Choos. They have found 3 here in the inning. Hit sharply left-hand side, will land foul. Almost takes off her third base coach. Now 2-1 the count to McCool for the Jacksonville U product. The rising redshirt sophomore from St. Augustine, Florida, steps in once more. 2-1. Big swing of the miss to the off-speed, 2-2. Runners at the corners, 2 away. 4-3 now your score. The Smokies down by a run here in the bottom of the second. 2-2. Outside, full count to McCool. Allen will be on the run here. Cam Munson would hit next. Flew out to second base in foul ground last time up, or the second baseman, I should say. Ross in right field in that foul ground territory. 3-2. Skies it behind the play. Trying to get there's the likes of Hancock. It'll land foul once more. Now a 6+ pitch at bat again for Robbie Van. Last 2 times, it's results in base knocks for the Smokies. 3-2. Outside, ball 4. Bases loaded. Throw down to third is not in time. And now the base is loaded with 2 away for Cam Munson. So now the Troy University commit coming from NC State steps to the plate for the first time, or for the second time today. As Robbie Van now up to 52 pitches. First pitch, skies it, center field. Fowler back to the wall, will be there for out number 3. So 3 runs come around to score. 5 hits, no errors, 1 walk, and the bases left loaded. But the Smokies able to tack on 3 here in the bottom of the second inning. They find themselves down by 1. 4-3 your score here from Mandy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. We enter into the top of the third inning as the Choos come back up to hit. Here from Mandy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. We'll be right back after this quick break for the top half of the third inning. Top of the third inning. 4-3 now your score. The Smokies find 3 in the bottom half of the second inning off of Robbie Van, but now the Choos come back up to the plate. A 4-run top of the first inning. Now trying to see if they can try and add on to that lead and make up for the gap here as they find themselves only ahead by 1. It'll start off with Ella Fox, who came around to score after reaching on an error her first time up. First pitch to her called a strike, 0-1. So for Fox entering in on the day, the University of North Carolina, a .310 average for her in her 9th game played, 7 RBIs, 9 hits, a .355 on-base percentage, just a tick over an 800 OPS this year. 0-1. Skies it out towards right center field. Trying to chase it down is Allen. It'll go all the way to the wall. It's extra bases for Fox. She'll make it into second base standing quickly. And a leadoff double for Ella Fox. Puts a runner in scoring position with nobody out. Allen was shaded towards left center. Couldn't track it down as it went all the way to the wall, and a leadoff double. First hit of the day for Fox. Puts the speedy shortstop in scoring position for Macy Strickland. So the Dallas, Georgia native steps to the plate. 0-for-1 with a fly out to center field for the rising sophomore from Liberty University. First pitch from Pearl Davis. Fouls it off the end of the bat, 0-1. So for Strickland entering in, 822 OPS, again, 281 average entering into the contest, 385 on base, 5 doubles, sits her tied second this season. Just behind Alyssa Balcom of her Reign squad. Next pitch stays high, 1-1. Fox at second after the leadoff double. Speedster on base can really fly. If you put one in the outfield, you'll have yourselves a 2-run lead here as you lead already 4-3 over the Smokies. The 1-1. Shows bunt, lays it down, foul, 1-2. First time I think we've seen Strickland do that in a hot minute. Not really one to lay down the bunt. Emily Jones will hit next for the DP. Clark will not get the at-bat. But Strickland now comes up with nobody out and a runner on. The 1-2. Swung on and hits it to the third base side. Keeping it fair is Peters. Throw to first in time there. Fox goes to third. Throw is not in time. One away. So Fox able to advance to third on the ground out. And now it brings up Jones with one away and a runner in scoring position. So Emily Jones steps in for Clark. She flew out to first her last time up. And Jones steps in for the first time today. Shows bunt, fouls it off, 0-1. So Jones in right field today was getting hit for by Ariana Clark. Will now step to the plate. A hit for her this season, a 115 on-base percentage. Now comes up with one out and a runner in scoring position. 0-1 stays inside for ball one as Bunt has to track that one down. One from Davis. Foul tip, strike two as it lands in the glove of Bunt. As Jones just trying to see if she can drive in the run. Does not have an RBI this season. Looking to see if she can change that fortune here with one swing of the bat. 1-2. Skies it. Back behind the plate. Abby Bunt trying to get there to land just out of play. Still 1-2. Pearl Davis on the mound once again here, stepping in for her third inning of work. From Chattanooga State, the rising sophomore. Been good at both the plate and on the mound for the JUCO school. Next pitch, fouls it off once more is Jones, still 1-2. Davis originally from Columbia, Tennessee, attended Zion Christian Academy before heading off to the JUCO school. Last year hit .265 in 32 games played, 10 RBIs and 2 homers. Started or made 6 appearances on the mound, 16 2/3 of an inning pitched, 2 starts, a 3-0 record and a save. A .84 ERA, only allowed 2 earned runs, 13 strikeouts to 4 walks. Next one stays high, 2-2. Jones just staying alive here at the plate. 6-pitch at bat for her already. Trying to see if she can drive in Ella Fox down that third base side. With one out here in the top of the third. Next pitch. Stays high. Good eye by Jones. Does not chase. First appearance at the plate today for Emily Jones. Stepping in for Clark. 3-2. 1 out runner at third. Pitch number 8 on the way. Skies it left-hand side. Out of play for a foul ball. Jones continues to battle here at the plate. Yesterday's matchup struck out twice in her 2 plate appearances. Looking to drive in her first RBI of the season. Stays inside, ball 4. She'll reach with runners at the corners and 1 away. Now time will be called as Davis will have a chat with her infield and their head coach. First walk allowed by Pearl Davis today. And now runners at the corners with 1 away, and we might have a pitching change. I think that's indeed what's going to happen here. We have 3 different Smoky players running towards the dugout here. They're going to get some new gear for themselves. I think we're going to see Horner step in. I think that is indeed going to be the case. So Pearl Davis, after going a full 7 yesterday, will get the hook here after 2 1/3 inning of work. And we'll have Horner step in for her. So Davis's morning is now done. She'll get the hook here as a couple of changes for the Smokies in just a moment. Horner gives up 4 hits, 4 runs. None of them earned a walk, no strikeouts. changes for the Smokies here. Horner will make the appearance on the mound now. It'll be Tatum McCool moving from right to left field. Cam Munson will move from left field to shortstop. Burke will move from shortstop now to second base. Horner from second base will move out to the mound. Pearl Davis from the mound will move now to first base. And Henson will move from first to right. So everybody just kind of does a little bit of a change around here. The only players that are going to stay in the same position is the center fielder and the third baseman, and Allen and Peters, as well as Abby Bunt behind the plate, but that's a given. But now 1 out and runners at the corners for Horner, as Davis goes 2 1/3 inning of work, does not strike anybody out, walks 1, gives up 4 hits, 4 runs. It's been labeled as none earned through that appearance. So 40 pitches for her, faces 13 batters, and her night comes to a close as she'll now move over to first base. Horner will take the mound for the first time today. She will come in relief now with runners at the corners and 1 out. 4-3 your score. The Choos still lead over the Smokies as Horner steps in. 7.39 ERA, 18 innings pitched for her this season. 10 strikeouts for her, is 256 whip. First pitch outside and away. Ball 1. Throw down to second. Not going to be there. Ross is in safely. Fox comes home to score. Runner at second, and a run comes through for the Choos. And now we take a moment here to make sure Ross is all good at second as she went awkwardly in feet first to second base. She tries to stretch out that left leg. That's not a good sign here if you're the Choos. Cassie Ross, who's been your main utility player, one of your best overall players, now limping down at second base. A run does come through to score on the throw. So Ross stepped in for Jones at first, swiped second base. Fox comes in to score on the throw. It looks to be okay. She'll stay in the field. So runners in second. 1-0 now the count. And Christian Fowler, who has a solo home run, or excuse me, a 3-run home already today, looking to see if she can add on to the RBI tallies. Next pitch stays high, gets away to the backstop, 2-0. So the first pitch stayed high. Abby Bunt made the throw down to second, was not going to be in time. And now Horner, who started off the year a little rough with the mound, has settled in quite well for the Smoky squad since then. The next one high once more, 3-0. So Fowler, tonight's center fielder, a 3-run shot already for her today. Double digits RBI now for her. See the 3-0. Shows bunt, pulls it back, called a strike, 3-1. Ross now stands at second base in favor of Emily Jones. As the courtesy runner, Fox comes in to score after the leadoff double. 3-1. Out and away, ball 4, first and second with 1 out. Fowler on for the second time today, and now brings up Anna Frazier, a solo home run of her own earlier in this contest. As she went back-to-back with Fowler not even a moment ago in that top of the first inning. First pitch, drives it out towards center field. Shelby Allen's directly underneath it. She'll make the grab. Ross will take a stride but not advance. 2 away. And now it brings up Hancock, who flew out to center field her last time up. So 2 outs. Runners at second and first. 5-3 now your score. The Choos bringing a run. As Horner now on the mound for the Smokies in relief of Pearl Davis, who stands at first base. First pitch. Stays high for ball 1. Ross now stands at second for Jones. Fowler now at first after reaching on the walk. 1-0. Swung on and missed, 1-1. Horner fires the outside and away fastball. For Hancock stepping in for the second time today. For the Athens, Tennessee native. Next one out and away once more, 2-1. As the utility catcher steps in once more, tonight's number 2 position. Her and Clark have evenly split the time behind the plate. Played a lot of outfield and can do middle infield time as well. 2-1 stays high for a strike, 2-2. Demers would hit next if given the chance. Flew out the left fielder last time up. Hancock popped out to center field in her last appearance. That came in the top of the first inning. 2-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. We go to the bottom half of the frame. A double and 2 walks. No errors made. 2 runners get left on. A run does score for the Choos. The Bandits, or excuse me, the Choos lead by 2, 5-3 your score over the Smokies. I don't know why I keep saying the Bandits. They don't play until 11:30. I apologize. Nonetheless, we go to the bottom half of the frame. Here from Mandy Greenrun Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. We'll be back in just a moment. Bottom of the third inning, 5-3 now your score. The Choos able to tack on a run in that top half of the frame. We have a new pitcher now on the mound for the Choos. Robbie Van will move out to right field. Emily Jones will make her appearance on the mound once more here now. So Robbie Van's night is done. She goes 2 innings, gives up 5 hits, 3 runs, all 3 earned, a walk and 2 strikeouts in her 12 batters faced. She now moves out to right field, as Jones will make her first appearance on the mound here today. It'll be a bullpen game for this Choos squad. But for Jones now comes in. Couple appearances on the mound here for her this season. The first pitch out and away for a strike, 0-1. As it'll be Abby Bunt leading us off here in the bottom of the second inning. Bottom of the third inning. She did so in the bottom of the second inning. Led off with a double. Came around to score in that bottom half of the frame. She now comes up for the second time today. 0-1 just stays high, 1-1. So for Emily Jones making an appearance on the mound once more. Missed a little bit of time earlier this year due to a leg injury. Comes back out to the mound. Next pitch stays high, 2-1. For Jones playing now in her 11th game this season. Primarily been using a lot of time in the outfield. She comes to the mound here today. 2-1. Down low, called a strike, 2-2. So bunt comes up again, 1-for-1 with a double for the UTC product. Jones on the mound for the first time today. 2-2, hit back up the middle, base hit for Abby Bunt. It goes into center. Back-to-back innings now. Abby Bunt has gotten on base. A single and a double for her today. And now it brings up Burke, who singled herself her last time up. So the UAB product, the Trailblazer from the University of Alabama, Birmingham, comes to the plate 1-for-1 with a single. Came around to score in that second frame as well. So the first pitch outside from Jones, 1-0. The Brunswick Community College product comes to the mound here for the first time today. From Seven Lakes, West End, North Carolina. See the 1-0. Outside, 2-0. Burke now moving from short to second base. Now comes up once more. Again, 1-for-1 with a single already. Came around to score on the base knock from Henson. 2-0. Hits it right back up the middle into center field. Back-to-back singles for Burke. Throw comes in quickly to second. Cannot get bunt in time. Second and first, and still nobody out. Smokies offense, which has been dangerous all year, showing out again. They found 3 in that bottom of the second inning. Now looking to see if they can tack on some more, as it will be Peters. A double already today coming to the plate. She brought in Abby Bunt her last time up. First pitch over the heart of the plate for strike 1. Peters, today's third baseman, getting officially headed off to Jacksonville State next year. The soon-to-be Gamecock, the former University of Illinois product, headed back home. The next one outside for a strike, 0-2. Getting double for her already today. Scored Abby Bunt in that bottom of the second inning. And came around to score as well. The Shelby Allen single hits this one. Second base side, diving, can't make the grab as Alexa Ross. Runner Abby Bunt's going to blow through the stop sign. No throw to the plate. She'll score. 5-4 now your score on the RBI single from Peters. Second RBI for the day for Peters, and now runners at still second and first, and still nobody out. And now it brings up Horner, the new pitcher. 0 for 1 with a line out to left. She'll sky this one out to center field. Backing up Fowler. She'll make the grab. Out number 1. Burke's going to tag up. The throw to third is not in time. Trying to break towards second is Peters. She's stuck in a rundown for the moment. Strickland's going to run her back. The throw to first, not in time. So now 1 away and runners at the corners here in the bottom of the third inning. Pearl Davis comes to the plate. Strikeout swinging her last time up for the Chat State product. Faces off against Jones for the first time today. First pitch down in the dirt for ball 1. Peters stays at first. We'll see if she tries to take off with only 1 out here in this bottom of the third inning. Runners at the corners, 5-4 now your score. The Smokies brought it within 1 again. And still dangerous as Pearl Davis hits it back up the middle. DeRoss knocks it down to second 1. Throw to first, not in time. A run will score. And we find ourselves at a tie. A softly hit fielder's choice allows Davis to reach. It does cut down Peters. But it brings home Burke for the tying run at 5-5. And now it brings up Henson. She'll send this one out to right center field. This ball's going to go all the way to the wall. It's extra bases. Davis is going to make it into third base. We'll see if they send her. Ball's stuck in the wall. Davis is going to blow through the stop sign. Throw to the plate is in time. She's tagged out of the plate, and that will end the inning. Davis blows through the stop sign, and we go to the top of the 4th. 2 runners get left on. A collection of hits, 3 or 4 in the inning, and we sit at a 5-5 tie. Here from Mandy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. Smokies will head it back out to the field, now at a draw. The Choos trying to see if they can reclaim their lead. We'll be right back after this quick break here in just a moment. Top of the 4th inning, 5-5. Now your score. The Smokies have tied it up here with the Choos as we enter into the top half of the 4th inning. It'll be 8-9-1 coming up now for the Choos. Riley Demers, Robbie Van, and Cassidy Ross once more. First pitch to Demers, fouls it off for a strike, 0-1. As that was an odd exchange as Demers, check swing, fouled it off, I think, the helmet of Abby Bunt. But now Demers, who flew out to left fielder last time up, comes for the second time today. Tonight's first baseman takes the 0-1 and skies it. Foul ground right-hand side. In the territory for a moment, it finally skirts out. 0-2 now the count for Demers as it ends up in the stands. So for Riley Demers, the Greensboro, North Carolina native at Lees McRae University, rising junior from the D2 school. Takes the 0-2 and chops it. Third base side. Peters has to go foul. Still 0-2. Demers flew out to left field her last time up. About 10 feet short of that left field wall down that left field line. Munson was there to make the grab. It's now Tatum McCool in left field as Horner going for her first full inning of work after coming in relief of Pearl Davis. The 0-2. Swung on and fouled off once more. Still 0-2. So Horner comes in for Davis. 2/3 of an inning of work already for her. Give up a walk and a strikeout. Now the 0-2 comes up and in. 1-2 now the count to Demers. As today's first baseman, primarily been a third baseman this year for the Choos, but has played both sides of the infield. 1-2. Swung on, chopped to third base. Peters has a bounce off her glove. It'll be an infield side for Demers. As she's able to reach first standing, it will be an error against Peters as chopped right off the end of her glove. Was there to make the play, just bounced off the end of her glove and into foul ground. And Demers is able to dash down the line in time, and now it brings up Robbie Van with nobody out and a runner on. First pitch from Horner out and away for ball one. So Van grounded out to short her last time up. Started out on the mound, now in right field, I should say. Got the assist on that final out on the throw-in. She'll foul this one off for 1-1. So for the JUCO product from Georgia Military College, comes to the plate with a .333 average for her. 4 RBIs, 10 hits, a .355 on base, 2 doubles. So the next one down and in for a strike, 1-2. Robbie Van, who started the year 0 for 9. Now a .755 OPS for somebody who had been mostly known as a PO, has swung the bat very reliably for the Choos, it feels like. And swings through this one for strike 3, 1 away. I just had to jinx her, didn't I? One down now here in the top of the 4th inning. Runner at first, and it brings up Ross for the 3rd time today. 1 for 2 with a line out and a single. First pitch of the ball game, sent it right back up the middle for a single up the middle. Again, is now that one called for a strike on the outer half for 0-1. Last time up, lined out to Burke at shortstop. She now stands at second base. Demers still stands at first. 0-1. Inside, 1-1. As Ross had to back out of the way of that one. Ella Fox will hit next if given the chance. 1 for 2 with a single and reached on an error. She has scored twice today. 1-1. Drives it to the second base side. Trying to get there as Burkett gets through for a base hit. Demers will hold up at second. Runners at first and second with 1 away, and second hit of the afternoon for Ross. Or I should say of the morning. Feels like afternoon at this rate, just a little past 10 o'clock. But now second and first with 1 out for the dangerous Ella Fox. A double already for her this season. She's the first pitch outside for a strike, 0-1. Fox a double and reached on an error, her 2 times up. As Fox, with runners in scoring position, will now foul this one off, 0-2. Has been nothing short of outstanding at the plate. Fox at at the moment has a 545 average with runners in scoring position. She has driven in 7 runs, 2 of those coming with 2 outs, but she has 1 to her name right now. Second and first with 1 away here in the top of the 4th. Next pitch from Horner. Foul tip, still fouled off, and now 0-2 the count. As Fox just staying alive at the plate again, a double, and reached on an error her 2 times up today. Oh, 2. Swung on and fouls it off once again. Still 0-2. Again for Fox, a .310 average entering in. 11 hits. Excuse me. No, that is correct. 9 hits, 4 of those being doubles. Now 5 for her last 10. She'll hit it hard now to the right-hand side. Burke's got it. Goes to second for 1. Back to first. No throw. Demers off the bag at third. Makes it back in safely. And now 2 away here in this top of the 4th inning with runners at the corners. So fielder's choice cuts down Ross at second. Demers able to advance to third, and now it brings up Macy Strickland. 0 for 2 with a ground out and a fly out to center. Takes the first pitch high for ball 1. Strickland 5 doubles this season, trying to see if she can give the Choo-Choos back the lead. From Dallas, Georgia, the rising sophomore. Previously attended Alatoona High School. Stays high once again, 2-0. Strickland, the nursing major, wanted to become a physician's assistant one day when her college season or college career comes to a close. See the next one, down and in, ball 3, making it into second base standing is Fox, a stolen base for her. First of the ball game now for Fox in a 3-0 count in favor of Strickland. 3-0. Over the heart of the plate, 3-1. 2 outs, runners at second and third for Strickland. And a 5-5 tie between the Smokies and the Choo-Choos. Next pitch, drives it, right center field. Shelby Allen will be there for out number 3. And we go to the bottom half of the 4th inning. An error, a single, and a fielder's choice leaves 2 runners on. No one able to come around and score. Still 5-5 your scoreline as we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Smokies trying to see if they can claim the first time for the first time today their lead. They have been trailing or tied the entirety of this contest. We'll see who comes out next for the Choo-Choos on the mound here in just a moment. From Andy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee, you've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. We'll be right back after this quick break. Bottom of the fourth inning, still 5-5 your score. New pitcher on the mound once more. It'll be Cassidy Ross coming in here now for the Choos. So we'll have a couple of changes to their infield as well. We'll get to that here in a moment as Shelby Allen will lead us off and see the first pitch up high for a strike, 0-1. So changes now. Jones will go to sit as Robbie Vance stays out in right field. Jones will go. Martins now moves to first base as Riley Demmer now at third. Strickland will move to second. Ross from second will move to the mound. So the next pitch is outside for a strike, 0-2. So the infield gets all sorts of changes here for this Choo squad as Allen comes up 1 for 2 with a strikeout and a single to her name here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Let's see the off speed just high, 1-2. As we have the new catcher behind the plate as well in Clark. So Jones and Hancock now sit. Jones now on the bench. Hancock now the DP. 1-2. Just outside, 2-2. It'll be 1, 2, and 3 now for this Smokies squad. Allen, McColl, and Munson. Allen already 1 for 2 with a strikeout and a single. 2-2. Off speed, hits it softly, third base side, foul. Allen already an RBI today for her on that single. As Ross comes in, Jones's day ends at an inning pitched, 4 hits, 2 runs earned, no strikeouts, no walks. Next pitch down stays high, full count. As the dangerous center fielder comes to the plate once more. So the last 3 seasons at Southern Miss, the rising senior drives this one, second base side. Strickland's there, the throw to first in time, out number 1. You can hear the Smoky Mountain Rain players over on the side watching today's game, cheering on their teammate. 1 down here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Brings up Tatum McCool 0 for 1 with a flyout and a walk today. She loaded the bases back in that second inning, but could not come around to score. Off speed called, a strike, 0-1. As that drop off, change up, ephus, rainbow, whatever the heck you want to call it from Cassidy Ross is going into full effect already. Takes the 0-1 and rips it out towards center field. Fowler is there, out number 2. Now it brings up Cam Munson. Munson 0 for 2 on the day, a fly out into right field side to the second baseman at the time, Ross, who juggled it and made the grab and then flew out to center fielder last time. Sees the off speed and fouls it off, 0-1. Munson, somebody who, if you've watched a lot of this SCCL season, loves those high pitches. You give her a high fastball, she'll take a hack at it. She's already put 4 of those over the wall this season, one of them over the hillside. She'll take the other high fastball and line it foul, 0-2. Proving my point as we speak on it, of course. Taking high fastball, she loves to swing through them. See if she can put them out the field. When she makes contact, it goes. Now the 0-2. Off speed bounces in, 1-2. Abby Bunt, 2 for 2 would hit next if given the chance. Don't want to face her just yet if you're Ross, most likely. 1-2. Just outside, 2-2. So Ross steps to the mound for the first time today. Moving in from second base, it's 4th in ERA, 178. 2-2 called, strike 3. That will end the inning. We go to the top half of the 5th. 1, 2, 3 inning as the Smokies go down in order. No hits, no errors, no walk, no one reaches base, no one comes around to score. We still sit at a 5-5 tie. Here from Andy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. We'll be right back after this quick break as we go to the top of the 5th inning. Top of the fifth inning, Choos and Smokies tied at 5 apiece here as we go to the top of the fifth. And it will be now the 4, 5, and 6 hitters coming up the plate. It'll be Emily Jones coming up to hit once more for Clark. She'll step in for her one more time. Clark, who started off the game, now behind the plate as well, will be subbed out now for Jones in terms of hitting. She'll get another chance after reaching on a walker last time. Sees the first pitch high for ball 1. So Clark, who came in, was able to draw a walk off Pearl Davis and then was instantly subbed off for Horner. We'll see the next one just inside, ball 2. Was relieved for Cassidy Ross after Davis was pulled from the game as that one stays high once more, 3-0. Jones was the first victim of a walk in this ball game for the Choos. Now we'll see the 3-0. Over the heart of the plate, 3-1. As the originally right fielder came out on the mound, relieved for Ross. See the 3-1. Called a strike, 3-2. Fowler will hit next. A 3-run shot and a walk for her today. Jones just trying to get on. 3-2. Down and away. Called strike, 3-1 away. Jones goes down on strikes for the first time today. Second strikeout for Horner. And now it brings up Fowler, who's 1 for 1 with a 3-run shot to center and a walk to her name. Her first home run of the season. She's now up to 12 RBIs on the year. Swings at the first pitch and fouls it for 0-1. Fowler comes up for the third time today. Tonight's center fielder, the utility player as well, shows bunt and fouls it off 0-2. As Horner trying to make it through another clean inning. Fowler from Trenton, Georgia. Rising senior who attended the University of West Georgia last year. Played in 31 games, got 12 starts, 265 average over a 727 OPS. Sees the 0-2 and drives it on the right field line. Henson making her way back, goes off the wall. It'll be extra bases. Fowler will get into second base standing. Another extra baser. And our runner at second with 1 away. Fowler's second extra base hit of the day. And another double, her 4th of the year. She is now up to 6 extra base hits. First pitch to Frazier, sends it towards center field. Burke's got it, and that'll be out number 2. Got it off the end of the bat and lines out to the second baseman, Burke. Thought maybe she could find some green grass, but the new second baseman comes up and snags it, and now it'll be Frankie Martins. We'll see the first pitch outside for ball 1, so Martins will hit for Hancock. See the next one out and away, 2-0. So for Martin, stepping in for the first time today, moved into first base earlier. Now comes up with a runner at second and 2 away. Takes the next pitch and fouls it off, 2-1. So the Hooker, Oklahoma native, don't know where I got Alabama from, comes up for her first time today. An RBI and a single to her name this year, a .233 on-base percentage. Even with the 1 hit, she has found ways to get on. Next one outside, 3-1. Riley Demers would hit next, a fly out and a reached on an error her last time up. Got all the way to third but could not score. 3-1. Swung on and missed, 3-2. 3-2, 2 outs, runner at second. Horner trying to get out of it. Next pitch outside, ball 4. Martins reaches on another walk. And now second and first with 2 away for Riley Demers. So Riley Demers comes to the plate with 2 outs in second and first. Drives it left field. That ball's going to get down. Fowler's going to get sent around. The ball gets away from McCool in left. Here comes Martin. She's going to get the wave. Demers will run into third. She'll make it in on the slide. A bases clearing triple for the Choos and a 7-5 lead. So Demers gets all the way around to third. Martin scores. Fowler scores. 7-5. The Choos take the lead. First pitch outside to Robbie Van for ball 1. As Martins will be labeled a single with an error by McCool in left. Allows her to reach all the way around. As McCool tried to play it, it just goes past her. Next one stays high, 2-0. As Robbie Van 0 for 2 with a ground out and a strikeout. Demers clears the bases with the single and is able to get all the way to third base. Next pitch to Van, skies it, right center field. Trying to get there is Henson. She'll make the grab for out number 3. We go to the bottom half of the 5th inning. Two hits and an error allows for 2 runs to score. A walk allowed as well has given the Choos a 7-5 lead over the Smokies. We go to the bottom half of the 5th inning. We'll be right back at this quick break here from Andy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. We'll be back in just a moment. Bottom of the 5th inning, 7-5 your score. The Choos lead over the Smokies. Emily Jones now steps into right field for Robbie Van. Ross will try and go her second inning of work. Throws a fastball right by Abby Bunt for 0-1. So Abby Bunt 2 for 2. A double and a single already today. Has scored twice. Both times she's come up. Sees the off speed just high, 1-1. So for Bunt, the rising sophomore from the UTC Chattanooga squad once more comes up. Again, 2 for 2, the leading RBI bringer. Hits this one softly, shortstop side, picked up by Fox. Whips it to first in time, 1 away. First time Abby Bunt's gone out today. And now it brings up Burke, who's also 2 for 2. 2 singles to her name, has scored twice as well, both times she's gotten on base. Boaz, Alabama native. She comes up for the 3rd time today. Off speed called a strike, 0-1. The Rainbow just stays in the zone once more. Burke, the rising junior. The 0-1 and send it back up the middle towards shallow center field. Ella Fox is there, out number 2. 5 pitches, 2 outs. Cassidy Ross looking to be quite efficient here possibly in this bottom of the 5th as it now brings up Peters. A double and a single for her. A pair of RBIs to her name. Sees that one inside for ball 1. So Peters, the newest addition to Jacksonville State, transferring from the University of Illinois, heading back south. Pair of RBIs for her today. Next one stays inside for a strike, 1-1. So Peters, who started off at third base, now behind the plate, trades places with Abby Bunt. 1-1 to Peters. Off speed, skies it, second base side. Strickland is there, out number 3. We go to the top of the 6th. No hits, no errors, no one reaches first, no one comes around to score. Choos still leads 7-5 over the Smokies. We come back, we'll go to the top half of the 6th inning. Here from Mandy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee, you've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. We'll be back in just a moment. Top of the 6th inning, 7-5 your score. The Choos lead over the Smokies here from Mandy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee, here of the Scenic City Collegiate League. Top of the order comes up for the Choos and a new pitcher on the mound. It'll be Lindsey Henson, who fires in a strike for 0-1 now to Ross. 2 for 3 is tonight's now pitcher on the mound. We'll most likely see her move to the infield once again here in just a moment. But now Henson moves in from right field. She's now on the mound for the first time in a Smokies uniform. Throws an outside strike for 0-2. So Henson in her first game in a Smokies jersey comes onto the mound now. Horner now heads out to right field. As the 0-2 up and away, 1-2 now the count. So it'll be 1, 2, and 3 stepping in for the Choos. They now lead a 7-5 as Henson steps up to the mound for the first time today. Next pitch driven back up the middle. Base hit once more for Ross. She's 3 for 4 with 3 singles. And now another runner able to get on with nobody out, and Ella Fox coming to the plate. 1 for 3 with a double, reaching on an error and reached on a fielder's choice. She has a stolen base and has scored twice today. First pitch, drives it, first base side, gets through into right field, base knocks. Back-to-back base hits now for the Choos. Second and first, and nobody out. So Henson, who entered in, it's already dug up a big hole right in front of the mound. You could see it there. We'll take a moment here to try and clean that up really quickly, but Henson enters in a 3.91 ERA over 34 innings pitched with the Bandits. 19 strikeouts, a 182 whip. It's been very reliable. It's been the number 2 pitcher on that Bandit squad, just behind Ella Cunningham, who has been nothing short of outstanding for them, of course, and then Ryan Presswood alongside them. Been the main primary 3 for that Bandit squad. As Henson, The 6-footer there from Marshall U, causing a bit of a divot there on the mound already. You can see the chunks of dirt probably on your screen. They just try and smooth that out for her here really quickly. So second and first, nobody out as Henson comes in relief of Horner. Her night now comes to a close. She goes 2 2/3 of an inning of work. Sees 14 batters, strikes out 3 of them, walks 2, gives up 3 hits and 2 runs, none of those earned. 54 pitches for her on the day. And now it brings up Henson for her first time in a Smokies uniform. As Macy Strickland now comes up to the plate. 0 for 3, 2 flyouts to center and a ground out to third. Now a chance with runners in scoring position and nobody out. Emily Jones will hit next, given the opportunity. Ross at second, Fox at first, both with great speed. You find the outfield grass, they're going to score. Already 7-5 your score. The Choos lead over this Smoky squad. Next pitch to Strickland. Down the way, first strike, 0-1. The Division I products step across from one another. The Marshall U product on the mound, the Liberty University piece at the plate. Takes the next pitch and fouls it off, 0-2. Strickland to get 5 doubles on the season for her. Tied for second with Ella Grace Harvey of the Bandits, just behind Alyssa Balcom of that Smoky Mountain Range squad. She has 7. 0-2 from Henson. Swung on, hit to the second base side. Burke is there, out number 1, throws the second, double play. 2 away here in the top of the 6th. Burke took too many strides, thinking maybe that one was going to get through, and instead gets cut down on the double play. A 4-6 double play puts us at 2 outs and a runner on. First pitch down in the zone, called a strike, 0-1 to Emily Jones. Went down looking her last time, reached on a walk her first time up. 0 for 1 is she. Now has Ella Fox at first. See if she might try and swipe a bag. She'll try and maybe take the run here. Instead, Jones swings through it for 0-2. Fowler would hit next. 2 for 2 with a 3-run homer and a double today. Has reached on a walk as well. She came around to score in that 5th inning on the single from Demers. 0-2. Swung on, taps it back to the mound. Henson's there, out number 3. We go to the bottom of the 6th. 2 hits, no errors, a double play. Leaves a runner left on stranded. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Smokies trying to mount the comeback once more. They are down 7-5 to the Choos. We'll see who comes out to the mound here just next for this Choos squad. Here from Andy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee, you've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. As we have the grounds crew come out here to try and see if they can make some work on the mound. We'll be back in just a moment. Bottom of the 6th inning, still 7-5 your score. The Choos leader the Smokies. As Horner will see the first pitch up high for ball 1 against the new pitcher on the mound. Frankie Martins comes in relief of Ross. She'll now move back to second base. Demers moves back to first. Strickland back to third base. Everybody else stays the same as Martin steps up to the mound. See the next one high, 2-0 as Horner comes up for the third time today. Lined out to left and flown out to center field. So Ross's night comes to a close. 2 innings pitched. Sees 6 batters, strikes out 1, gives up no hits, no runs, no walks. Has a very efficient outing for this Choo squad. There was only 21 pitches through 2 innings of work. Next pitch from Martin stays high, 3-0 now to Horner. As the Hooker, Oklahoma native, the rising junior, comes up once more. I should say, I think that's actually the rising sophomore. It is the rising sophomore. I apologize. 3-0. Stays high, ball 4, 4-pitch walk to Horner. Puts the first run of the ball game, or the bottom of the 6th on. And Horner's first time reaching base today, and it brings up Pearl Davis. So Davis 0 for 2 with a strikeout and reached on a fielder's choice. She was gunned out at the plate in that 3rd inning after the double from Henson. Now Martin's trying to go to work as she talks quickly here with the infield umpire. Not sure what the discussion was about, but seems to be okay. So Horner now at first, nobody out. Leadoff walk to her brings up Davis, 0 for 2 on the day. See the first pitch for a strike, 0-1. So Martin's now with this Choo squad. 26 innings pitched for her this year. 11 strikeouts to her name. 8.89 ERA. The 0-1 hits it right back up the middle, trying to get there as the shortstop. Fox can't make it, and it'll be a single back up the middle for Davis, her first hit of the day, and now second and first with nobody out. So back-to-back race runners reach now, a walk and a single by Horner and Davis, and now it brings up the new pitcher Henson. A double and a single already for her. An RBI already to her name today. First pitch outside for a strike, 0-1. As the dangerous Henson, 5 home runs this year, comes back to the plate once more. Second and first, nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Smokies trying to see if they can claim the lead for the first time, and Henson's going to drive one down the left field line, just foul. About 6 feet to that left field foul pole. That one would have went over the hill. Was wanting number 6 on the season in terms of home runs. Just got around a little too early on the up and in fastball. Henson already 2 for 2 again, an RBI to her name. As Martins comes in relief of Ross and trying to settle in here in the bottom of the 6th. 0-2. Down and away, 1-2 now the count. Top of the order will be up next. It's Shelby Allen, 1 for 3 with a single and an RBI to her name. But now Henson sees the 1-2. Stays high, 2-2. So for Martins now on the mound, again from Hooker, Oklahoma, the rising sophomore. From Dodge City Community College. 16 starts last year, went 7-7, 77 innings pitched for her. 5 complete games and a shutout as Henson calls time at the plate. Struck out 28 over those 77 innings worked. Started off today at first base a little bit. And makes her way back to the mound. The 2-2. Swung on it, skies it, shallow right field. Trying to get there is anybody in a white uniform. It'll be Emily Jones. She'll make the grab. The runner will not advance. A beautiful throw to third. And 1 away. Ooh, it's a good thing Horner didn't run on that one. That was a bullet coming in from right field of Emily Jones. Now, first time Henson's gone out today. Now it brings up Shelby Allen for the 4th time. 1 for 3, a single, and an RBI to her name. She has struck out looking and grounded out the second her last time. Shows bunt, stays away, ball 1. Horner at second. Davis at first after a walk and a single, 1 away. After Henson flies out to right for the first time today. Still 7-5 your score here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Next pitch to Allen, down and away, ball 2. Just trying to hold on to this 2-run lead. They've led for a majority of this contest. Not all of it. It's been tied a couple of times by the Smokies, but they find themselves ahead by 2 once more after they scored 4 in that top of the first. Now Allen drives this one out towards left field, trying to get there as Frazier to land foul, 2-1. Tatum McCool will hit next, given the opportunity. 0 for 2 with line out and a fly out to center. A walk allowed her to reach to load the bases in that bottom of the 2nd. But Allen now steps up, still 1 for 3 for the Plant City, Florida native. 2-1. Fouls it off, 2-2. Trying to hold it back and just got enough of it to hit it foul. Allen, who attended Durant High School before heading off to college. Last year made 39 games played, 20 starts, a .400 on-base percentage at Southern Miss. The 2-2. Stays high, called, strike 3, 2 away. Second time today, Allen's gone down on strikes looking. Second time it's been up and away from her. And now 2 outs here with runners at second and first for Tatum McCool. First pitch from her outside for ball 1. 0 for 2 with a line out and a fly out to center. Walked her second time up. From St. Augustine, Florida. The rising redshirt sophomore. See the 1-0 and skies it. Left field side. Ella Fox is there. Out number 3. The Choos get out the inning. A hit, a walk, no errors made. Martin's able to get out of it after allowing the first 2 base runners on. They get left stranded. Still 7-5 your score. The Choos lead over the Smokies. We go to the top of the 7th inning. Choos will come back out to the field, or come up to hit once more. It'll be 5, 6, and 7 coming to the plate. Here from Andy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee, you've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. We'll be right back after this quick break. Top of the 7th inning, 7-5 still your score. The Choos lead over the Smokies here as we go to the top of the 7th. First pitch inside to Fowler for a ball, 1-0. It'll be Christian Fowler leading us off, 2 for 2 with a double and a 3-run homer today already for her. Now 3 RBIs on the outing and a walk. A stat stuffer today for her as she fouls this one off on the bunt attempt, 1-1. Frazier would hit next. A solo home run for her today as well. Has flown out to center and lined out to second her last 2 times up. And most likely either Frankie Martins or Taylor Hancock, one of the 2. 1-1 from Henson. Down and away, 2-1. So Henson trying to go through her second inning of work here. Has already gone 1, gave up 2 hits, did not allow any runs to score though, has not walked or struck out anybody just yet. 2-1. Swung on and fouled off, 2-2. As Peters take one off the noggin there, she seems to be okay. Fowler trying to see if she can stay a perfect 1,000 here on the on-base percentage. Again, double and a 3-run homer already for her today. A stat sheet stuffing type of day for her. Trying to see if she can get on for the 4th time. 2-2. Swings on and fouls it off once more. Still 2-2. 5, 6, and 7 will come up now for this Choo squad. They still lead 7-5 here in the top of the 7th inning, trying to take one here from the Smokies. 2-2 stays high, 3-2. And it'll be Frazier who hits next. Fowler trying to see what she can do, the Division I product from the University of West Georgia. 3-2. Swung on and hits it foul. Still full count. Seven pitch at bat still here now for Fowler. Last year, 4 of her 9 hits were for extra bases. She's shown that here today as well. Hits her first home run of the season and another double. The 3-2. Swung on and fouled off once more. Staying alive at the plate is tonight's center fielder, who has been electric today for the Choo-Choos. Take away her 3 RBIs. The Choo-Choos find themselves down 5-4. They lead 7-5 here in this top of the 7th. Pitch number 9. Swung on, skies it. Center field, another base knock for Fowler. She is 3 for 3 and has reached all 4 times today. Leadoff single for the center fielder. And good speed on the base paths now for Anna Frazier at the plate. Heck of a day for Fowler now. 3 for 3 with a walk, a double, single, and a 3-run homer. First pitch to Frazier. Drives in left center field. That ball is gone again. 9-5 your score. The Choo-Choos lead by 4. Second homer of the day for Frazier. Another home run for Anna Frazier. Second of the day. 3 RBIs on the day for her. And now it'll bring up Martins, as the Choo-Choos now lead 9-5 here in the top of the 7th. Another home run. Top of the 7th still here. Nobody out. First pitch to Martins will be down in the zone for ball 1. Now 9-5 your score. Frazier goes deep for the second time today after Fowler reaches for the 4th time. That duo has been everything for this Choo-Choo squad today. 1-0 to Martins, down in the zone for a ball, 2-0. Martins her last time up. Drew a walk and was able to come around and score. Comes up for the second time today, as Henson just trying to settle in. Shows bunt inside, 3-0. Demers will hit next. A single that gave the Choo-Choos the lead in that top of the 5th inning when she brought around Fowler and Martins. It's 1 for 3, reaching on an error as well, and a fly out to left. Next pitch to Martins. Down and away for a strike, 3-1. 9-5 now your score. Fowler gets on leadoff single, and Frazier blasts one to left center field for the second time today. 3-1 to Martins. Bounces away into the dirt, ball 4. Second time Martins has reached today on a walk. And now it brings up Riley Demers. RBI single her last time she came up to the plate. Was able to get all the way to third after McCool misplayed it and left. Martins came around to score last time. We'll see if she gets a courtesy runner here in just a moment. She's looking towards the dugout like she's going to get one. She will not. First pitch for a strike, 0-1. Robbie Van will hit next. The 9-hole hitter 0 for 3. But for Demers now at the plate. Another collection of RBIs for her. Next pitch, skies it behind the plate in foul ground, 0-2. 11 hits in the contest for the Nooga Choos. 9 runs for an offense that has at times struggled at the plate. They are now outscoring the most potent offense this year in the Scenic City Collegiate League in the Smokies. A team that has put over 100 runs on the board. Next pitch to Demers, called strike 3, 1 away. Demers goes down on strikes for the first time today. First strikeout of the morning for Lindsey Henson. And now it brings up Robbie Van with 1 out and a runner on. This is the first pitch outside for ball 1. Started off the ball game on the mound, went 2 innings of work, moved out to right field for a little bit, now replaced by Emily Jones. It's 0 for 3 with a ground out, a strikeout, and a fly out to right. Skies this one, right-hand side and foul ground. Horner will be there, out number 2. And now we go back to the top of the order. Brings up Cassidy Ross for the 5th time today. 3 for 4 with 3 singles. She scored her first time up and has been cut down on a double play and a fielder's choice for the last 2 times. Lined out to shortstop in her second appearance at the plate. First pitch down and away for 1-0. Martin's at first after the walk. Choos now lead 9-5 after the leadoff single by Fowler and the 2-run shot to left by Frazier, her second of the day. Now Ross skies it, left field side. McCool trying to be there, it lands foul. 1-1 now the count as Tatum McCool goes diving for it and comes out about half a foot short. So for the utility player at the plate, was on the mound earlier in the day. Currently in line for the win at the moment. We'll see if that sticks the case or not here in just a second, but now trying to see if she can tack on to this lead in this top of the 7th inning. Sees the next one high, 2-1. Still 2 outs here in this top of the 7th. Martin's at first after the walk. Demers strikes out, Van flies out to right and foul ground. Ross trying to extend the inning. Henson just trying to get out of it cleanly. 2-1. Down and away. 3-1 now the count to Ross. Ella Fox would hit next. A double and a single for her today. She's reached all 4 times today. However, 2 of those times have been due to an error and a fielder's choice. 3-1. Fouls it off, staying alive at the plate. Henson now trying to get out of this one and see if she can get down Ross. Has now gone an inning and 2/3, giving up 4 hits, 2 runs, both of those earned, a walk and a strikeout, looking for number 2 possibly on the day. 3-2. Skies it foul once more. A nice save by Peters behind the plate to save the umpire. Martin's on the go there over at first with 2 outs and the count full. Next pitch. Skies it, center field. Shelby Allen shaded to left center, trying to be there. Can't get to it. It'll go all the way to the wall. Martin's going to wave it around. She'll try and score. Mara Ross is going to try and get to third. Munson's throw is going to be there. Did she apply the tag? She did not in time. A triple for Ross and a run scores. A nice slide by Cassidy Ross. The throw was there. Abby Bunt couldn't apply the tag. And a triple for Ross puts her on third and scores Martin's 10-5. Now your score, and it brings up Ella Fox. So from full count, 2 outs and a runner at first, a run comes around, and Ross now stands at third. First pitch to Fox, down in the zone for ball 1. As Shelby Allen was shaded towards left center, that ball just got way past her and all the way to the wall it went. Ross gets herself on the board with a triple. Her first of the season in the 6th we've seen this year. Now Fox drives this one to right field. All the way to the wall it'll go. It's extra bases. Ross will get in standing. Fox is looking for 2. She'll get in standing of her own. Another extra baser, an 11-5 scoreline for the Choos. And the offense is alive here in Chattanooga. Second double of the day for Fox. and now it brings up Strickland. 4-run score here in the top of the 7th inning. The first pitch to Strickland stays high for ball 1. Four hits in the inning, 3 of them extra bases. An unofficial cycle out of this lineup for the Choos. That one stays low, 2-0. They've collected a single, a walk, a home run, a triple, a double, and a strikeout. So in a way, they've completed more than a cycle as a whole lineup in this inning. They've done just about everything here at the plate besides the kitchen sink. All you probably need at this point is a ground out and a strikeout, drop third strike. Next one stays inside for 2-1. Fox now at second, good speed for her. You find outfield grass, you can make it 12-5 here in a flash. But Strickland 0 for 4 with 2 flyouts to center, a double play, and a ground out to third. Next one inside for a strike, 2-2. Liberty product comes to the plate once more. Henson just trying to set her down and get out of this inning. 4-run score here in the top of the 7th. Henson steps off once more. After giving up the leadoff single and the 2-run shot to Frazier, Martin's able to walk, gets 2 outs, but then Ross triples, Fox doubles, and 4 have come around to make this 11-5 as the team that is scored the least amount of runs this season in the Choos faces off against the highest scoring offense and has outproduced them today. Strickland, right field, foul ball. The Choos who entered in, they had given up the most runs, had scored the least. The Smokies had given up the second least amount of runs and had scored the most by a country mile. Find themselves down 11-5. 2-2 to Strickland. Outside and away, gets to the backstop. Fox will get into third base standing. A wild pitch will now load the count and put a runner at third with 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. Strickland trying to get on for the first time today. Wants to see if maybe she could score Fox and bring up Emily Jones, who will hit next. 3-2. Skies it, left field side and foul ground. Trying to get there is Cam Munson. She'll make the grab, and that will end the top of the 7th. Four hits, 1 walk, no errors made. The Choos find 4 here in the top of the 7th. A runner does get left stranded, but we go to the bottom half of the inning. And we'll see a new pitcher on the mound for the Choos here in just a moment. 11-5 now your score here from Mandy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. Choos lead over the Smokies. We'll be right back after this quick break here in the Scenic City Collegiate League. Bottom of the 7th inning, 11-5 now your score. The Choos lead over the Smokies here as we enter into the bottom half of the frame. New pitcher on the mound, Anna Frazier faces off against Cam Munson and gets her to swing through the first pitch for a strike, 0-1. So Frazier comes out for the second time this season. Now Strickland in left field as Demers moves to third. Frankie Martin's now back to first base. So the next one down in the dirt for 1-1. Munson 0 for 3, a strikeout, fly out, and foul ground to the second baseman Ross, and a fly out to center field. Trying to look for her first appearance now to get on. It'll be 3, 4, and 5 for this Smoky squad. Swings the low fastball, 1 and 2. So 11-5 your score. The Smokies, who entered in with a plus 30 run differential, 107 runs scored. They had 19 more runs scored than anybody else. Excuse me. The next one stays down low, 2 and 2. Had 29 runs scored more than anybody else this season. Actually, that is 19. Math is really hard for some of us. He had 19 runs scored more than anybody else. The Bandits were second with 88. The next pitch swung on and missed. Strike 3, 1 away. Frazier gets the first out of the inning, variety of strikeouts, and now it brings up Abby Bunt, 2 for 3 with a double and a single. She grounded out to short her last time up, but for the Choos, the team that entered in with the worst run differential, minus 43. They had the least amount of runs scored with 66 behind the Smoky Mountain Rains. The next one stays outside, 1-0. But the big part as well entering in this game, 109 runs given up by the Choos. They have given up 29 runs more than anybody else this year entering in. They have outscored this Smokies offense. So the next one is fouled off for 1-1. Found a way to get double digits here today. A 4-run first inning will definitely help you in that cause. They've just found a way to jump on these Smoky pitchers. The 1-1. Down in the dirt, called a strike. 1 and 2. So Bunt comes up again, 2 for 3 on the day. A double and a single to her name. She has scored both times she has reached. No RBIs for her. Off speed, hits softly, third base side, still 1 and 2. Bunt entered in the RBI leader this year with 17. Does score twice, but not able to bring around any runs of her own. As Frazier comes in relief of Martins, fires the 1-2 in the dirt for 2 and 2. Burke will hit next. 2 singles and a line out to short her last 3 times up. Makes her 2 for 3. She has scored twice as well today. 2-2. Chops it. Second base side. Ross is there. The throw to first is in time. Out number 2. Bunt thought she outraced that ball down the line. It was a hard chopper to Ross deep in the hole at second. Now it brings up Burke, who's 2 for 3 with 2 singles. Has scored twice. Trying to see if she can bring up Peters and keep this ball game alive. First pitch, skies it, second base side. Ross is there, book it. The Choos take it over the Smokies, 11-5. Frazier comes in and closes out with a quick 1-2-3 inning, as that will end it here. 11-5 the final. The Choos take it over the Smokies as they find a way to crack open the offense here and take it over the number 1 team here in the Scenic City Collegiate League. That will end this ball game out. I believe it'll be Horner who will take the loss, unfortunately, for the Smokies, as Pearl Davis starts us off. 2 1/3 inning of work, gives up 5 runs, 1 earned, 4 hits, 1 walk, and no strikeouts. Horner comes in relief, goes 2 2/3 of an inning of work, gives up 3 hits and 2 runs, neither of them earned, but 2 walks and 3 strikeouts for her. Lindsey Henson comes in, throws 2 innings, gives up 6 hits, 4 runs, all 4 earned, a strikeout and a walk. I believe Horner will take the loss in this instance. Unfortunately for her, the Choos bring out 5 pitchers. Robbie Van will go 2 innings, goes 5 hits, 3 runs earned, a walk and 2 strikeouts. Emily Jones will come in for an inning of work, gives up 4 hits, 2 runs, both of them earned, no walks and no strikeouts. Ross throws 2 innings, will most likely get the win. A strikeout for her as she allows no hits, no runs, and no walks. Martins comes in, gives up a hit and a walk, strikes out 1, and goes an inning of work. And then Frazier comes in, collects a strikeout, and takes it here as no hits are given up. As that will end it here. Christian Fowler, have yourself a ball game, goes 3 for 3, a double single and a 3-run homer, a walk for her, gets her on all 4 times. Frazier with 2 home runs on the day. Abby Bunt goes 2 for 4 with a double and a single. Burke goes 2 for 4 with 2 singles. Peters a double and a single as well. Goes 2 for 3. As that will end it here. Thank you again for tuning in here from Mandy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. We're going to take a quick break and then head off for Game 2. It'll be the Bandits taking on the Smoky Mountain Rain here, set for 11:30. We'll find out if that'll be the start time here in just a moment. But now that'll end it here. Smokies fall to 11-5. Choos now 7-9 on the year. They still sit in third, but are trying to catch on to the tails of the Bandits. Smokies still hold on to first, but their win streak comes to a close at 3. That will end it here. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in here from Andy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee, here from the Scenic City Collegiate League. My name is Mason Strong. It's been a pleasure to call for you all once more. Hope to see you later today when the Bandits take on the Smoky Mountain Rain.